Okay, today we are comparing the Straight Talk ZTE Whirl and the Straight Talk ZTE Valet. And the reason we're comparing these is because they're essentially the same phone. You might see these on the Straight Talk website and wonder what the difference is between them. And really the main difference, there are some slight differences which I'll show you, but the main difference and the main difference why you would pick one or the other is simply the calling area. This one on the right is the ZTE Valet. This is a CDMA phone, so Straight Talk would activate this one with either Verizon or Sprint. This one here on the left is the ZTE Whirl. This is a GSM phone, so Straight Talk would activate this one with either AT&T or T-Mobile. So that's the main difference off the bat. Now, another difference which makes me like the Valet on the right here is, as you can see, the screen, and I don't know why this is, but as you can see on the Whirl, it's a little bit darker than it is on the Valet. Both of these phones are brand new, so as you can see when you tilt it, this one gets darker than this one. I don't know why that is, but that's how they are. And even when you look at them straight on, as you can see some darkness at the top here where you don't see it here. I've adjusted the brightness on this one, so that's not what it is. So I don't know why that is, but just keep that in mind. Now another difference, which is somewhat considerable, depending on what you're going to use the phone for, or whether you care about this kind of thing or not, is the fact that the Whirl does not have a flash, an LED flash on the camera. The Valet does have an LED flash, and of course it's got the little mirror for your selfies, where this one does not. Now both cameras are 3 megapixels, same resolution on that, so that's the main difference on the camera. The next thing, the next notable difference on these phones is the design. I find that the design on the Valet is a little bit more attractive because it's got that chrome look trim on it. It's also got this little indentation here, which kind of makes it easier to grip, sort of. Whereas this one just has a gloss black trim, so it's more plain looking. Now some of the buttons aren't in the same, well actually they're all in the same place. Got the power/lock on the top on both of them. On the left they both have the volume, and they both have actually the charge port on the Whirl is on the bottom, where on the Valet is on the left. The Valet does have a dedicated camera button, whereas the Whirl does not. So if that's a big deal for you, then keep in mind that the Valet here does have a dedicated camera button. Both of these phones are the same price, by the way. They both go for $79.99. And I think that's about it as far as the differences. Oh, one more thing, and that's the backlight on the bottom. They both have a light sensor, but the Whirl on the left here is brighter, as you can see, is brighter than the Valet. Now, as far as Android versions go, I believe they both have the same 4.1.1. So as you can see, both have Android version 4.1.1. That said, there are some slight differences in the UI or on the interface. So as you can see, some of the slight differences between them. The icons are a little bit different. The other difference is that the Whirl has the home screens are numbered for some reason, whereas on the Valet they are not numbered. You just have the slider indicator at the bottom. But as far as apps are concerned, both phones have essentially identical apps. They all have the regular Google, the standard Google stuff, and they both perform, pretty much the same. On the dimensions, both phones are pretty much about the same size. They both have 3.5-inch screens. They're both pretty compact, though they are a little bit on the thicker side. They're about 1/2 inch thick, the both of them. So I think that about wraps this video up. If you ask my opinion as to which one you should get, the first thing to consider is whether or what the best coverage area is in your area. If it's AT&T or T-Mobile, then you want to go with the Whirl here. If you have better Verizon coverage, then I would go with the Valet. Now, if you have similar coverage on both, that is to say, it doesn't really matter what coverage you get to you, then I would definitely go with the Valet, because you get some extras like the LED flash and the little mirror for your selfies. You get a better design, I think, more attractive design, and the screen resolution is better. Not the resolution, but at least the brightness of it is better, as you can see just by them laying side by side. So again, that about wraps it up on this video. Both of these retail for $79.99, and they are from Straight Talk.